Today we didn't secure the largest amount of money in a trade that we could have, but in my opinion, it was a very successful day. I showed patience. I waited for the setup. The setup worked out as expected. We had some extremely quick movements happen. So I can't remember if I did it before or after, but I moved my stop into securing the green trade, which nobody can be mad at me for doing that. Those quick movements ended up, they did take me out, which is fine. I mean, that's the main thing that we're doing, is minimizing our risk when we are opening ourselves to the market. If I left my stop where it was originally, the trade did continue to move in our favor. So at the time of me recording, we could have secured like 50, 60 points of profit. I took a little under 20 points and just was one micro contract, while we are still just developing this strategy and building more confidence in it on a daily basis. So overall, a perfect day. The only thing that would have been better is, it would have been cool if I was using my 3 contracts that I've been using. It would have been cool if I waited for, or if I got out at the 50 points of profit where it did hit before I did exit. But the quick movement spooked me, and I was like, I'm not going to risk this anymore. So it's perfectly fine. The fact that we are hitting some of these longer term goals, which I talk about in today's video, like reaching to 50 points eventually, the fact that I'm seeing that happen already on some of these setups is incredible. So it gives me a lot of hope, and we just need to keep practicing patience and self-control. Just a reminder for anyone new, we're just working through evaluation accounts on Apex. This is number 5 now. It's the 25K account, switching between using like 1, 2, or 3 micro NASDAQ contracts, and we need to profit 1,500 before we get to the funded account. Trying out ICT strategy this week, and so far loving it, feeling more calm than I ever have, and more patient, and more self-control, better risk management, knowing exactly where to put my stops, knowing where, or believing where my target exit is for profit, and seeing that happen is incredible. So I'm excited. Hope you guys are excited for me. I'm excited for you guys when you guys do well. Enjoy the video. Talk to y'all later. You can see here we have a fair value gap to the downside on the 15-minute chart, taking out this swing low and taking out this swing low back here by 20-ish points. So if the market comes back up to test this high of this candle, 62.63, we have a sell. We're gonna go short, put it at 60. Sometimes it gets close, and then our stop will be above the candle that made the move. See if that plays out. I'm gonna just do one. Switch to one contract, just because, again, it's our first week of this strategy. And theoretically, if we are shooting for like 50-point trades, we can still hit our profit goal if we catch a good move. I would, looking at the 15-minute chart for an exit, that's kind of, I'm just putting it on the 1 minute, but really looking for my entry, and then my exit will be based off of this, because that's my stop loss is based off of this. Probably attacking these swing lows down here, anywhere between 80 and 12,980 and 1320. And if we get up to like 90, that means the trade's not working out. So we're short at 60, risking 30 points. But if we're targeting anywhere between these swing lows, that's anywhere from 40 to 80 to 100 points, I think. Yeah, 40 to 80-ish. On the 1 minute, I want to see it take out this low, that swing low, and back here. Obviously, I want to see it just take a huge dump, but since I'm managing my expectations, because like if you trade like a 1 minute, or if I find a 1 minute setup or a 2 minute setup, you're looking for more, I would think, or at least for me personally, I'm looking for like a quicker trade, quicker moves. We found this particular setup on the 15-minute chart, so we may need to deal with several candles before we get what we want, before we see it's not working or we see that it's working. Several candles on the 15-minute chart, right, add up to an hour real quick, so we might be in this for a little bit, and we just need to be understanding of that. We form another fair value gap, breaking this swing low on the 15, and we make some breaking these swing lows, 1 minute, 2 minute. I mean, we're looking in pretty good shape here. Kind of freaking out there. Well, we hit our 13,000. I'm gonna go ahead and just move this down. So we've officially are in a green trade. What? Why is that? Why was that not hitting? That was a ton of slippage. Was that not down here? Watching that quick sweep down, my initial thought was to get out. I thought that was the wrong idea, and I was like, just trust that this setup is working, so I left it. Yeah, we could have probably tried to exit down here. I'm not sure where it would have got out because of that slippage. I mean, you saw, where did I have? I'll have to go back and watch. I thought I had that further down, but it's all good. It's a green trade. The setup worked. We just got bought up real quick down there. But I'm not gonna chase that. We may wait around to see if another setup happens. I'm trying to keep those emotions subdued because I know the old me, and I can kind of feel it. It's like, what? I was just in 50 points of profit. I should jump back in right now. But we're not going to do that. We'll wait for another setup to present itself. So even on the 1 minute, this fair value gap we had two strong candles push below this swing low, below this swing low, below this swing low. You could have shorted right here at 34 with your stop up here at 58. See if that keeps going. I'm not taking it because I just was in a trade and I need to not do stuff like that. So maybe I move my stop prematurely. At the same time, with this quick movement, I mean, it's probably for the better. This could have easily just like randomly just shot up. Who knows? I don't like when the market does that. So minimizing risk when that does happen, that's a win in my book. But if we just left our stop up there where it originally was, we would be 20 more points in profit right now. But it's really, it's fine. It does hurt a little to see. We would be back at like a 50-point trade. My easy achievable goal for this strategy is to get a minimum of 20 to 30 points. My immediate goal after that is to start getting 50-point trades, and then my long term, once I really dial this in, is to capture 100-point trades. So I feel pretty good that we almost got 20 points today. That quick movement really freaked me out, so I think we made the right decision by moving this down. So 20 points was easy. We could have had that before the quick movement if I was only focused on that. During the quick movement, potentially could have got out at 50 points, and now it's slowly just continuing to do what we were expecting it to do. So there was two opportunities to get out at 50 points, and actually the trade that did get out, and we did hit 50 points. So now the question is, do we keep going to, what did I say earlier? I was looking at these swing lows back here. So we're breaking this one right now. That'd be 50 points, 50, 60 points. This one back here would be another 20 on top of that. And then back here would be another 30 on top of where we're at now. So these goals are very achievable, I believe. We just have to look for good setups, and we did that today. Luckily, because I don't have good patience, I'm working on it, but we saw this move, or I mean this setup happened earlier in the day. Between 9:30 and 10, this setup presented itself. So overall downtrend with the news yesterday, with the last few days, I mean, I would expect us to continue moving down. So, and then with this very strong candle taking out two swing lows, that one and one back here, that was another perfect setup right there, and could have almost got 60 points there. So even though we didn't maximize profits on this particular trade, we saw the setup, we waited for the setup, saw the setup, took the setup, and minimized our risk for what we're dealing with, which, I mean, that's a win. That's a win for me. It's only $23, but I'm going to just end it there. For now, I'm just going to look for this setup in the morning, but there's a potential that we may start watching the afternoon as well. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. Thanks for almost hitting 300 subscribers. That's insane. And I'm just going to stop there. You guys have a good one. Be careful. Talk to you later.